Good evening to all my wonderful viewers out there. Welcome back to another episode of Streetwear Talk, where we talk about the latest streetwear collections, streetwear releases, and just streetwear in general. In today's episode, we've got to talk about the collection that recently released between A Bathing Ape and Dragon Ball Z. Now, just before we dive into that, I thought you guys may or may not have noticed I have actually moved the camera a little bit. That's just because in the previous position, I was sitting in a chair that was, I was sitting in a position in the chair that wasn't exactly very good for my posture, so I've decided to change it up just so it's a little bit easier. And also, I may be doing some more of those street style videos where I did 5 ways to style like a hoodie and stuff like that. And I wanted to do them with a better camera angle, so I decided to move the camera up a little bit so you can see this ugly mug when I decide to do those videos. Aside from that though, it's all just as it was. But let's dive into what we have to talk about today. So in today's video, we're going to be covering all the pieces, all the release details to do with the recently released Dragon Ball Z BAPE collection that released over the weekend. Now, yes, it's very hard to distinguish the differences between the Dragon Ball Z and BAPE collections because they don't really give the collections names. They kind of just, if BAPE collaborates with Dragon Ball Z and it's for like a certain Dragon Ball Z franchise or movie, they'll call the collection whatever franchise or movie they're collaborating with. Example, BAPE recently, and by recently I mean in the past 6 months, they did a collaboration with Dragon Ball Z for Dragon Ball Super Broly, the movie, and they called the collection as such. But this collection that recently released is just the Dragon Ball Z BAPE collection. So I'm not a Dragon Ball Z fan, so I've watched maybe one episode, maybe 2, because some mates of mine were into it in high school, and I would watch an episode because they were watching an episode, but I never actually watched the series or any of the movies, so I literally have no idea what I'm talking about from a Dragon Ball Z perspective here. But on a BAPE perspective, I kind of know what I'm talking about. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to the BAPE side of the pieces, but if you ask me this, who is this character, I'd be lost, man. I would have absolutely no idea. I mean, I don't know. Let me know in that comment section below if you think Dragon Ball is a series I should dive into. I don't have a lot of free time these days, but if there is a series of Dragon Ball, if there are a bunch of movies that are worth watching, I'm not going to say no to it. So let me know if you are a Dragon Ball fan and you have a recommendation for me, because I'll follow it up. I'll see what it's all about. I'll watch one of the series, as long as the series isn't 900 episodes. We got to be a little bit realistic here, guys. I don't know if there is a Dragon Ball series that's 900 episodes long, but I'm sure you guys will inform me in that comment section below. But yes, so this is a collection that has already released. Why are we covering it? Well, because we like to cover BAPE on the channel, and the reason that we didn't cover it before it released was because last week I was working 92.5 hours at the office, and it just left me these little 3-hour windows when I came home between working and then streaming where I could make YouTube videos, and it just didn't leave me a lot of time, so we didn't get to do a lot of videos last week, and that's why we're playing catch up on a lot of stuff. So I'm sorry guys, it has already released. I'm sure if you it might still be available on the BAPE website. I'm sure it'll appear on Grailed. I'm sorry if you guys were waiting out for this video. I have to do it late. I'm sorry. This is the hand I've received. This is how I got to do it. So we're going to be covering it now, but it should be good. It should be good to cover it. Now, in order to actually cover it, we have to head on over to a HYPEBEAST article that I have prepared for us, and that has all the images, all the release details, and everything like that. So I think that's the best way to go about it. We'll head on over there to have a look at the collection in its entirety. Now, if you guys want me to cover upcoming BAPE releases, I know there's an upcoming BAPE collaboration, which I will try and cover before the release date. If you guys want me to cover that type of stuff, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below, letting me know that's the case. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. It's the last day of June, but we're aiming for 2,325 subs by the end of June. 1 day left. Can we do it? It's honestly up to you guys. But let's move on. Let's head into this HYPEBEAST article to have a look at the recently released Dragon Ball Z BAPE collection. And here it is. Here is the first piece that released in the collection. Now, we have the article here and 41 images. So we'll read all the release details that was in the actual article, and then we'll have a look at all the pieces. But I just have to say off the bat, if BAPE did 41 pieces, or I'm going to halve it because I'm going to go off the assumption that each piece has two photos, the front and the back. They did around 20 pieces for this collection. This is quite an extensive collection. Normally BAPE doesn't do these like huge collections here, but I'm excited. Let's dive into it. So Dragon Ball Z and BAPE go Super Saiyan for latest collection. I mean, come on, the person writing this, who wrote this, Nicholas Lee, he had to do it. He had to do the pun. Come on, that's the whole thing with writing these articles. Coming together once again. Following a team-up for Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, BAPE has now teamed up with the Dragon Ball Z franchise on another collaboration. This time around, the duo's focus on Super Saiyan forms of Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, and Gohan through playful illustrations of the beloved characters. Other recognizable characters found in the mix include Hercule, Cell, Mecha, Frieza. Kicking off the special range is a set of denim jackets marked with a large back print showing Goku and Gohan performing the father-son Kamehameha move, and hoodies emblazoned with a group shot of the illustrated characters. Aside from takes on the ape shall never kill ape, the ape head motifs, the t-shirt offerings feature an array of prints that pair Dragon Ball Z characters with Baby Milo, as expected from collaboration with BAPE. All of the Baby Milo tees are marked with Dragon Ball Z markers on the rear. Rounding up the collaboration are accessories like the full print bandana, smartphone ring, and rubber keychains. The Dragon Ball Z X BAPE collection is set to be available on June 27th at the Bathing Ape locations and BAPE online store. There you go. There you go, fellas. So we have 41 pieces. I haven't seen any of the collections besides obviously this first piece. My assumption going into it, we're going to get a lot of Baby Milo stuff. A lot of, this is like stereotypical for like BAPE collaborations across the board. We're going to get a lot of ape head tees with like Dragon Ball characters inside the ape head outline. 2, we're going to get Baby Milo chilling with all the characters done in Baby Milo's art style. And 3, we're going to get some kind of zip-up shark hoodie or something, or some camo piece in some way. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. So that's why I'm a little bit surprised initially to see a denim jacket. That's very unconventional for BAPE to do that in a collaboration. Normally they just do a couple tees and a hoodie, but a denim jacket? It's like they put a little bit of effort in this time. Anyway, let's dive into all the pieces and have a look at what released in this collection. So to start it off with, we have the denim jacket with a big graphic print in the centerpiece there. I kind of wish more brands would actually do this. A lot of brands, well, at least a lot of the brands that I'm following don't like to do massive graphics on the centerpiece of denim jackets. I think it can look really cool, and I think it's actually executed really well here on this like dark blue. I think it's dark blue. It might actually be black. It's really hard to tell without seeing the denim in person. Having a digital image of them is always kind of misleading because I'm unsure if this is black or just really dark navy. But all around, I haven't seen the front of it, but the back of it is a really cool graphic. I'm sure for more Dragon Ball Z fans than BAPE fans would enjoy this collection and this piece in particular. I will have a look at the second image, which is the front. Kind of disappointing. It kind of just looks like a generic BAPE denim jacket, and then on the back they spice it up with a massive graphic. Kind of would have been nice just to have, I don't know, a little something over here or just anywhere, just anything on the front. But they've kept it quite minimal. They've just focused on doing a lot of stitching to really highlight the areas of the jacket here. That's okay, I suppose. You know, if that's what you want, that's what you're gonna get. A nice big graphic on the back and nothing on the front. Let's move on to image number 3. Woo! Jesus. Okay, I was not expecting that. We get a second denim jacket. Now that's a big surprise. BAPE releasing 2 denim jackets in the collection. That's a surprise. We get a second denim jacket, a lighter blue one. I think this one pops a lot more. I think this one's a lot nicer. I like this lighter denim because it works with the graphic. It like comes through the little seams here. It looks cool. I assume the front of it's going to be, wow, displayed in the next photo. Crazy. We could kind of see that coming. Is there a third denim jacket? No. Okay, we've ran out of denim jackets. Okay, so we get two pieces of outwear in this collection, and that is the denim jackets in two different colors. I don't know, both colors are very nice. This is a very unconventional color of denim. Usually this lighter blue denim, I don't see this a lot. At least not from Levi's and other denim brands. I guess the Japanese denim just be hitting different with those color palettes, I suppose. But let's move on to the first hoodie that we get. So we get all of the Super Saiyan versions of the characters chilling with Baby Milo. I expected as much, honestly. I didn't expect any different. Orange drawstrings, which is an interesting change to it. That's about it, really. That's it there. Comes in different colors, comes in a gray. And we get a crewneck sweatshirt. Was I right in calling what was going to be released in this collection? It was going to be ape head stuff with the characters inside. But to be fair, I was thinking of t-shirts. I wasn't actually thinking of crewneck sweaters, so I'm quite amazed that they did it on a crewneck sweater, but there you go. I actually kind of like the actual graphic in this. It's kind of cool. This is well done. I like the characters being showcased inside the ape head logo there. Comes in another color, comes in gray if you prefer it. Moving on, we have the tees. This looks like the back of the tee, as you can see the collar there. So we've got three of the characters chilling with Baby Milo, and obviously the dual branding there. Front of the tee with the dual branding on the pocket. This is a very unconventional tee for BAPE to do to release in a collection. BAPE normally doesn't do button-up tees. Because I mean, BAPE is very hip-hop inspired. When Nigo first started the brand, from a lot of archive Instagram pages that I've been looking at, it looks like Nigo's influence was from a lot of hip-hop groups. So having this piece, having this in BAPE's catalog would be kind of unconventional at this point, even though that Nigo has left the brand. Normally they would focus on things that hip-hop artists would wear, so crewneck sweaters, hoodies, denim, not really button-up tees. So this is an interesting, unique piece that's interesting in this season. I noticed that there has been a rise in button-up tees that BAPE has done recently with their CDG collaboration. It's cool. It's different. I like that it's different. And this is actually quite interesting. Next, we have a character going Super Saiyan with all of the, how do I put it, special effects going into the graphic that is the ape head logo here. It's cool. I like that it's a little bit different from the conventional ape head logo tees. I'm sure this one will appeal to a lot of Dragon Ball fans out there. Comes in white as well. I honestly, just going back to that quite quickly, I think it looks better in the black. Do you guys agree with me? I think the black really highlights the color here, while the white, I don't know. I just don't feel like it works as well. Maybe it's just me though. Moving on, we have the next tee. This one, no, I get it. It's the ape head outline that's opening a window into the graphic here, but yeah. Okay, I'll give you a pass on that one. I don't know. This one just really isn't for me. This is probably my least favorite one that I've seen so far. I mean, again, I'm not a Dragon Ball Z fan or a Dragon Ball fan at all, so maybe I'm missing out on the significance of this piece, but it does come in another colorway as well, in the white. Oh, BAPE Kids, there you go. So you also get kids. Oh, okay. So the collection's going to feature kids stuff. That makes sense on why it was so big. I was like, damn, BAPE really pulling out all the stops for the collection to release so many pieces for adults. No, they also released kids stuff as well. Okay, so I reckon the kids stuff is just going to be mimics of all the adult stuff. What do you know? I'm correct. Oh, okay. A piece that released, I think, for adults, because that's an adult tag there. Interesting. This article's got it all mixed up here. We've got more pieces releasing. We've got the graphic that was on the denim jacket on a ape head tee. We've got more of the graphics here. Maybe they also did stuff for women's, but I'm pretty sure the women's stuff has a different tag as well. But we've seen this one before. That was done on the hoodie. That one's a new design that we haven't seen before. Two of the characters of Baby Milo peeking over the shoulder. Comes in a different color as well. It has him peeking with different characters. there's not much variation here, is there? It's kind of just like, let's just grab 2 Dragon Ball Z characters and chuck Baby Milo in them. It's a bit excessive with the Baby Milo stuff. See what I mean? Oh my god, jeez, BAPE. Yeah, I think this is getting okay. They kind of ran out of ideas about halfway through, and they were like, let's just put a bunch of Baby Milos on everything. Look, it's just like, let's just fill them with Baby Milos. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a little bit odd. Next we have the Ape Shall Never Kill Ape with the same print filling it as the one of the first ape head tees that we saw in this collection. It's alright. It's nothing too crazy. Again, comes in white. BAPE Kids. Just kids variations of the tees that we saw earlier. More kids variations. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is the bandana. With the all over print there. This will be kind of cool. I'm sure that a lot of people could wear this in a lot of unique ways. Bandanas are always good to experiment with. So that was it for all the clothing. Sorry that I kind of skimmed over some of that towards the end. It was all just kind of like the same item over and over again. We got the rubber keychains here. Another rubber keychain. And I mean, it's one of those stopper things that you put on the back of your phones, right? That's what it is. Either way, that's everything that released in the collection. Honestly, to sum up this collection, I would say this feels very oversaturated. When I heard that there were 41 pieces, I was like, yo, that's potential to have a lot of stuff in the collection, but it all kind of just feels the same, doesn't it? I don't know, is that just me? I'm kind of looking at this whole collection and they kind of just like slightly changed a lot of the graphics and then just printed a whole bunch of them for kids and men's and stuff like that. I don't know. It all feels kind of the same for me, but maybe that's because I'm coming from someone who enjoys BAPE releases versus Dragon Ball Z. Maybe if I like Dragon Ball Z, maybe I'd like this collection a lot more. I assume that's definitely the case. I'm sure there's some fans out there that love both Dragon Ball and BAPE, and then you guys will absolutely love this collection. But let me know in that comment section below, what's your favorite piece, if you picked any of it up when it released over the weekend, or do you think this is kind of how do you think this collection is kind of how I feel, where it's just a little bit oversaturated and they kind of just reuse the same stuff over and over again? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions on the recently released Dragon Ball Z BAPE collection that released on June 27th down in that comment section below. And that's really it, guys. I just thought I'd cover it like post its release because it needs to be talked about on YouTube. I don't even know if anyone covered it. I didn't actually look on YouTube if anyone covered it. So I'm covering it, and also some guys were commenting on my older Dragon Ball Z BAPE videos saying this isn't the latest collection, so I felt like I had to kind of do it because there'll be some people out there looking to watch a video to do with this. But all in all, it was a very big collection. It just felt very oversaturated. There was a lot of stuff here that was repeated. There wasn't anything like, after I'd viewed about 20 of the images of the collection, I kind of got an idea of what the rest of the collection was, and it wasn't really that exciting. I kind of would have liked a little bit more variation to it. I'm happy to see that BAPE did some denim for it. I'd be really, really interested to see another BAPE Dragon Ball Z collection down the line, but with more variation, you know, not just like another ape head logo tee, not another Baby Milo tee, just like something different. But that's just how I feel about it, guys. Maybe you really, really enjoyed the collection and you think the pieces in here are absolutely sick. Let me know if that's the case. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions on the Dragon Ball Z and BAPE collection that released on June 27th, 2020 in that comment section below. And if you guys want me to keep covering upcoming Dragon Ball Z, upcoming BAPE releases, don't forget to leave this video a big old like, comment in the comment section down below, and to subscribe to the channel, as we are trying to aim for 2,325 subs by the end of June. I know that we have less than 24 hours to do it. We have about 6 subs to go. Hopefully we can reach it. It's honestly up to you guys, but I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been subscribing recently. We hit 2,300 this month. It's a big milestone. I just wanted to thank you guys so much for the continuous support. But that's everything that really has to be said about the Dragon Ball Z BAPE collection that released quite recently. So until the next BAPE release, until the next BAPE Dragon Ball Z collection, until the next Streetwear Talk video, guys, I'll catch you later.